Good morning. What's up, my sweethearts? What's up? What it do? It's your muffin girl, Jennifer M. the realest. Sweethearts, I hope y'all got your lighters all the way up so we can run this. This gonna be justice for Lori Page, my sweethearts, all right? If anybody know about this little baby, sweetheart, Lori, that has been missing since June 3rd of 2023, my sweethearts. Yes, from the 1200 block of Continental Court in Tallahassee, Florida. Tallahassee, Florida, my sweethearts. Like this all the way up. Come to the front. All right? My sweethearts, we're going to run this thing. Now, y'all already know we get straight into it. That's just what it do, all right? When I seen this case, my sweetheart, I'm like, no, we're going to run this thing like cardio, all right? So let's go. After nearly 2 years, my sweethearts, the search for Lori Page ended in the woods of South Georgia. All that remained of the missing 12-year-old were 2 small bones. The discovery became the crucial piece of evidence that led to the arrest of her father after months of growing suspicion by the Tallahassee Police Department, okay? Let me let you hear a little bit what the news saying, my sweethearts, then we're going to go in.
The Tallahassee Police Department says they're not planning to arrest anyone else in relation to Lori Page's death. Her father currently faces second-degree murder charges. I'm Mayor Sargent in the Midtown neighborhood. We're finding out new details about this case and what next steps look like. After a 22-month-long search, the Tallahassee Police Department Chief Lawrence Revel is sharing new information into the Lori Page case that led to the arrest of her father, Andrew Wiley, for second-degree murder. Do you expect to arrest anyone else in relation to this case?
No, just him.
Just him. Okay. And do you know how long Page has been dead when you kind of found those remains?
No, I don't think they can determine that at this point. Obviously, we'll go back up there and do some further searches, hoping to find more of the remains.
The chief adding they had suspicions about Wiley from the beginning.
Although we believed this from early on, it's always sad when you confirm that a child has been killed.
New lengthy court documents shared by the city of Tallahassee Tuesday concluded with evidence it is believed that Wiley did kill Page, and it was likely abuse of Page had taken place. Adding, quote, DNA evidence suggests Page was bleeding within Wiley's vehicle, end quote, before disposing her remains in Thomas County. The document also adds Wiley destroyed his electronic devices and took steps to, quote, flee the continental United States. TPD says the biggest takeaway from this case is the labeling of missing people. They no longer use the word runaway.
Whether a person's an habitual runaway, a child, or this is the first time they run away, we're going to treat it exactly the same.
Next steps, TPD says they will continue to work with State Attorney Jack Campbell. Campbell tells me Wiley will formally be charged with second-degree murder Tuesday.
A grand jury has to indict somebody for first degree. And so second degree is the highest charge that I can charge myself. In Florida, because first degree murder is potentially punishable by the death penalty.
And if he is found guilty, do you know how many years he could face?
He could face, well, once again, for second degree murder, life in prison.
Campbell says he expects the case to be resolved in 2 to 3 years.
Unfortunately, there's a backlog in the criminal justice system, and it takes us a while to get ready. A fast murder would be one that went in 1.5 to 2 years.
And will he stay in prison until then?
That'll be decided by the judge. This office certainly will continue to encourage and do everything in its power to make sure that he stays in custody until he's taken to trial.
Campbell and the chief both say they will ensure there are no loose ends with this case.
There's no such thing as too much evidence. We want to continue to find every piece of evidence we can so that we can find the truth and bring forth justice.
Chief Lawrence Revel tells me he's not able to provide the cause of death at this point in time. In Midtown, Mayor Sargent, ABC 27.
My sweetheart, I'm already disgusted. Before I dug walk and go in, and yup, I will, and I'm tired of it. Every time we talk about murders or something like that, or something happened to these babies, it's always family, friends. Do y'all understand that? That's why I'm not playing with a motherfucking soul, and that's just the way it go. I ain't playing with a goddamn soul. And do you understand why? Do you understand this? They are saying the father, what? It's always family. It is family, someone close or someone you know. It don't make no sense. None. And this is sad. DNA and all. They did this baby girl so wrong. Page's remains were found on April 5th in Thomas County, Georgia, nearly 2 years after her disappearance. Nearly 2 years. Make no sense. I don't know anything more sicker than your father doing this. We gonna continue going in, my sweethearts. Alright, Lori Page, who was missing since June 2023, was found dead last week, and her father has been arrested in connection to her death, according to the police. TPD made the announcement Friday, just after 4 p.m. during a press conference. Police said the Griffin Middle School student, that's said, remains were found at the Merrily Plantation in Thomas County on April 5th. So she was at the plantation, my sweethearts. Page's 36-year-old trifling, trashy father, Andrew Wiley, faces a second-degree murder charge in connection to her death, like they said. Wait a minute, my sweethearts. Before the discovery of Page's remains, the middle schooler was last seen in the Continental Court neighborhood in Tallahassee in June of 2023. Her father reported her missing on June 3rd that year, claiming she left home with her backpack sometime overnight while he was at work. TPD wrote in a press release. They always line their ass off about these children. Detectives then pursued leads and conducted interviews across several states for nearly a year. Eventually, police said they began to uncover inconsistencies in Wiley's original story, because he's a lying bitch. A forensics analyst uncovers questionable internet searches about remote areas with bodies of water in Alabama and Georgia, among other things, the police statement wrote. See, these stupid-ass criminals don't even know how to be a fucking criminal. Bitch, your search engine is still engineering, bitch. Doing these fucking kids wrong. New information, my sweethearts, eventually emerged about Wiley's relationship with Page, which police said caused detectives to shift their focus more heavily toward the son of a bitch, him. Around that same time, detectives started searching a remote, brush-covered area of Thomas County, Georgia, known locally as a plantation, according to TPD's press release, my sweethearts. Despite conducting multiple searches, no results were found. However, on April 5th, police said detectives returned to the plantation for another search after a prescribed burn cleared heavy brush in the area, all right? Let me repeat. Police said detectives returned to the plantation for another search after a prescribed burn cleared heavy brush. After a prescribed burn cleared, heavy brush in the area, all right? That's when Page's remains were located. So when they did a heavy brush, like a swipe through my sweethearts, like they going through it, a sweep. That's when that's when they found something, all right? I just want to make sure we clear. The middle schooler's remains were identified after being processed by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. The police statement wrote, "This is sad. My sweethearts, I get really, really distraught and disgusted with this shit, especially when I find out that this is like, all of it distraught me, but when it's your kid, you trifling bitch, your kid." Tallahassee Police Department's Chief Lawrence Revel and State Attorney Jack Campbell share new details about the Lori Page case with a look into next steps in this investigation. New court records posted by the city of Tallahassee Tuesday detail why Wiley is believed to have killed Page. And I want to know why he did it too. Because why the fuck would you take your own child's life? It's never a reason why. Unless they done tried to do you. But I'm saying, really, I cannot. I'm being a little humorous right there, because this is not right. This is not. Unless, like, your child is, like, really trying to attack you, like, outside, you know what I'm saying, my sweetheart? Like, coming full force. I could not, in my million years, understand a parent. I couldn't doing something like this. I really cannot. Like, he needed to really come out with something like he felt for his, he was scared, he felt for his life. Like, he was so terrified. She can't, like, he wanted to say something like that, my sweethearts. For something to, for somebody to understand what he had done. Because this is not acceptable. It's not. And it's ridiculous and distraught. And I'm just, I'm distraught. That's what I'm saying. The Tallahassee Police Department, this is the transcript, said they are not planning to arrest anyone. They know that this piece of shit is the one, okay? ABC is finding out new details about the Page case and what next steps look like. After a 22-month-long search, the Tallahassee Police Department is sharing new information into the Lori Page case that led to the arrest of her father, Andrew Asshole Wiley. And they said, no, just him, like they know for a fact. No, I don't think they can determine that at this point, obviously, we'll go back up there and do some further searches, hoping to find more of remains. This don't make no sense. I mean, you can't, like I said, trust your your father, your parents. Tallahassee Tuesday concluded with evidence it is believed that Wiley did kill Page, and it was likely abuse of Page had taken place, adding, like I said, DNA evidence suggests Page was bleeding within Wiley's vehicle, like they just said already, before disposing her body in Thomas County. So she had wounds that were leaking inside the vehicle before disposing her body in Thomas County.